let's get to it. Let's get to the time. Can you not? Can you not?
X came here in the first place.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen.
Well, damn.
Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Damn.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
You know you can't hide forever. One day you'll have to face your loved ones.
Yeah.
Until that day, you have no chance of real recovery.
My friends all died in the trenches. It's shameful enough to be alive with these stupid scars. I don't want my children to see me like this.
Okay.
You told me before you don't want your children to see you like this. Do you have any other family?
My sister Agatha has raised me nippers since their mother died.
Nippers? Is that...
Don't want them to
that's
look at me
something
like
for
this.
children, right?
How could children despise their father injured in the war?
What do you think? They saw me. Once. My poor angels left the room crying. They keep on having nightmares every week, my sister told me.
Your sister's not a child. I'm sure she has nothing but respect for a wounded soldier, and you are her brother.
You don't know my sister Agatha. She may be young, but she's all discipline and morality. If she ever found out what really happened...
She doesn't have to know.
She's a sly one, my sister. One day she'll find out the truth and knock 7 bells out of me. Nah. I'm better off here.
Really now? Okay. So I have the choice between either memorizing him and killing him, or leaving... I think I'm gonna leave him alone. I think I'm gonna leave him alone because he's a poor guy. He has a family. He has a sister. He has children.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Let's see. Okay, let's see.
I cannot enter. Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Have you heard rumors about blackmail in this hospital?
No?
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you've done enough already. The rest is up to me now.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Have you heard rumors of blackmail going on in this hospital?
Dr. Reed, are you trying to take advantage of me?
Of course not, Mrs. Goswick. I'm just curious.
Well, go be curious somewhere else, please.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
My sweet girl.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Have you heard of someone blackmailing people in the hospital?
Pardon me, sir, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidama.
Let's go to what's his name's office.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you.
Son of a bitch! He's robbing people!
You
He's robbing
see-
the dead!
No one has claimed your body, sir. So it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
Well, son of a bitch.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
I think I should kill him. I think I should kill him. I think I should kill him. Swampy Rose, I think I should kill him. Okay, go ahead.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Let's see, have you found everything out of it?
Tell me the truth about your appointment as
Yeah,
a
I
medic
felt the
during the
one,
war,
what-
Rakesh.
one of
The regiment
what's his
administration
name?
appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the
Thomas
job on the
Elwood?
spot, sir.
I failed his third clue.
Very
so I'm
hard,
so,
sir.
like,
But I rose to the challenge.
Thomas Elwood is that again? He's one of the patients. Which one? Which patient? In the hospital. But which patient? Oh my god! I have a picture of him right here. This guy. Oh, okay. Hello.
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir. I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chidana.
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reed. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
You can't impersonate a doctor.
He's
You
impersonating
can't improvise
doctor.
a medical
He's stealing from
education.
dead people.
People could
What's
die
the
at your
crime in the
hands.
real world
You're
again?
absolutely right, sir.
Like stealing
But as
from
a
the
field
dead?
surgeon, it was more like
Exactly.
being a butcher.
He's
Do you
doing a
believe
felony.
you have
he
really
is
helped
creating
these
a
people?
felony.
My ratings were within the averages of the
I should
regiment.
kill him. Yeah, I should kill him.
I saved lives, Dr. Reed. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
You should show respect for the dead. What about their loved ones who may treasure these items you sell?
The bodies I watch over are the unwanted and undesired, sir. I would never deprive anyone of their family artifacts.
I can't kill him yet.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
I cannot kill him yet. See, I found another hand. Who was it? Let me see. Strickland? Ah, yes, Dr. Let's go. Where is Strickland?
Please! Please, someone help!
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good
Good.
evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Shh.
Have you heard any talk of blackmail going on in the hospital?
If you're running some official inquiry, you had better question the patients. They know more than the staff, especially old Miss Jones.
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Now let's look. Where's the other doctor?
Reads me like a book.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Why do you
Alright.
wish to lead this
This
surgery?
guy's being
I strongly
highly
believe that
arrogant.
Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
Have you heard about any blackmail going on in this hospital?
Blackmail? Nonsense.
What do you think of Dr. Tippett's opinion of your promotion, Waverly?
Tippett is a good practitioner. Maybe just a little too attached to his prestigious position at the Pembroke Hospital.
Really? That's exactly his diagnosis of you. A little too eager to get promoted? A little bit too proud?
He has the right to think so. But I deserve this promotion. And I don't consider it anything but well earned.
Okay.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later. Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
There are a lot of secrets round here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed. If you want to know more, you better talk to Harriet Jones. She's the oldest patient here.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
I guess I don't want to do this.
Is this supposed to be an hospital? A pigsty would smell better.
Alright, let's do this again. Let's go to the pharmacy. Am I on my way? Nope, I'm not. Is this something?
I cannot enter.
Oh, it's locked. Can I get to it from another side? No, looks like you can. Yeah,
I can't believe I'm doing this.
It's locked, all right.
damn. You get me? Let's go.
Christ! He's dead!
Thank you. if you see on the top right corner, I had to redo some things, so yeah.
It's an inch! Look at Oh my god!
What up, let's go, bitch!
Burn it, boys! Watch it! It's a killer!
Sneak behind these guys.
Crush the leech, boys!
Let's go! Let's go! You wanna fight? Let's go! Let's go! Alright, that was awesome. Okay, let's see what's over here.
It's locked.
It's locked. Why does everything have to be locked? Okay, let's get the smoke skull. Alright, we got the smoke skull. Anything else? Where am I going? Okay, I'm going this way. Let's go. Is it this way? No. Wait.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top! He's mine! I'll take it!
No, you will move. See, if they're weak like this, I won't use my sword. But I mean, like, if they're really strong, then I'll use my superpowers. know what I have to do now. And I don't even like it at all. I don't even like this at all. Do I have to do this? I don't want to do this. Let's go! Stop being a wuss!
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
That is suspicious. That's suspicious. Alright, now we gotta tell the doc what happened. Wait, do I go this way? Yeah.
Kill it!
Thank you. Nobody has to suffer.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you, bish. Not gonna bother you. Jeez. Like, jeez, I'm freaking cute. I mean, I know I'm sexy, but jeez. Oh, I gotta heal up. Come on, you son of a bitch, heal up. Alright, before we tell the doc what happened, we have to talk to him.
Hey, Doc.
What can you tell me about your marriage, Clay?
Marriage is the sweetest cage, they say. Well, I found myself locked in one with a wild animal.
You mean your wife keeps you on your toes?
No, I mean, we both have claws and we both love to bite.
Really?
Am I right to assume your wife's letter pissed you off, Clay?
I was so mad, I threw away the knife she got me when we got married.
Your wife gave you a knife as a wedding present.
That knife has always been my lucky charm. If I'd had it in my hand when I got stabbed on that pier, I'd not have been wounded.
Do you want it back?
I don't need it here, but if you'd be kind enough to bring it to me, I'd be really grateful.
A grateful Clay Cox? I might
Really
just find
now?
your knife and bring it back to you
Really?
to see that happen.
I can give you directions, but I'll be surprised if you manage to find it. My hideout isn't meant to be found easily.
A lucky charm. I never would have taken you as the superstitious type.
We all have our flaws, Doc. Mine's to have my weapon of choice for when the really dirty business comes around.
Alright, I guess we got all...
I'll leave
Stuff.
you for now, Mr. Cox.
Hey, Doc.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Really now? Really?
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox. thought somebody else was suffering from fatigue.
But the suffering continues.
I only took them.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Further your agenda, sir. How?
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
Really now?
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
You have my support, Dr. Strickland. I know exactly what it feels like to battle an unknown disease, with only your mind and force of will to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You don't know what that means to me.
Goodbye, Dr. I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.